G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So back in the Infinite Dragon Ball history event today, and we're going to be taking on that Future Trunks Saga mission. So the requirements to get the full rewards from this mission are to use 3 time travelers and 3 Potara units. So with that being said, we're taking in a Potara team. As you can see, I've gone with the Int Vegito on my side for the lead and a Blue Fusion on the other side, so that's just to get that little extra health bonus, and then the Blue Fusion just buffs up the other stats. So sitting at 608k health there, which is a crazy number. Unfortunately, we didn't get a rotation that I'm planning on using, so initially going to go 1 Blue Fusion and the Int Vegito, and then the other Blue Fusion with probably the Fizz Blue Vegito. And so 2 really strong rotations there, and then we'll have the 2 Zamasu units floating and the strong Goku and Vegeta also floating. So we'll see how we go. We'll probably transform him into the strong Vegito at some point, Super Vegito, and he'll be crazy good there with his counters and whatnot. So there we go. One of our rotations here. Is annoying that there's no attacks on Fizz Vegito Blue. As we know, we like to get him off his counters, but that's alright because this Vegito, sorry, will probably get the job done anyway. As you just saw with the big crit, and that second super on the 3rd attack finishes it off. So we'll not next rotation, but the one after, we'll be starting to get into our transformations. Oh no, here's our first one. Forgot about Zamasu's transformation. We'll keep him in this. We'll call it middle state, I guess, because we don't want him losing his damage reduction. So we'll just go like that. We've got type disadvantage here with the Blue Fusion Vegito, so we'll chuck him in that middle slot where he's only getting attacked once. The Int Vegito is really good tank, has aged really well. I use this unit a lot still, the same with the Fizz Gogeta counterpart. They're definitely still relevant units if you happen to be a new player and you pick them up during the 5th year anniversary. Yeah, definitely recommend using them in events, longer events like these, where they really maintain their defense, and then also in SBR they've got a really strong defensive end too. So unlucky to have Vegito Blue. Oh, he's not blue yet, but the Tech Vegito gets supered. He was always going to be the one that took the big damage for us, but unfortunately, as I said at the start, we've got an extremely high attack health stat, so we're looking good. Yeah, we'll just take that. Doesn't really matter there. And then Fizz Goku Black raises his attack and defense with every key sphere obtained. So if you are going to use him in this event, you do have to make sure that you get him a decent number of key spheres. Otherwise his stats can lack. He's probably better in the LGE rather than the Infinite Dragon Ball history here, because we're going to have that type advantage come the last stage, and I certainly did use him in a couple of those runs. Thankfully he's not even going to get attacked, so that works perfect. And then we'll probably get the Int Vegito transformation here, will we? Let's see. We'll have to wait till after this Vegito Blue transformation, then that'll be all our transformations done. Nope, we didn't get it. Unless we want to pop the... there we go, they've torn apart our rotation here. That's annoying. Nothing worse than breaking up your rotations after you've just got them set. But anyway, that is what it is. Especially because we would have liked to have put the Int Vegeta, or Goku and Vegeta, or Vegito, whatever you want to call them, in that first slot. There you go. So the super was in that first slot as well. So had we done what I was planning, we certainly would have been a lot better on the health front, and we would have still been pumping out about the same damage. So, but that is what it is. We'll just have to wait the 3 turns till he comes back on rotation. Thankfully, we've got 2 blue fusions in here that are going to wreak havoc on the offensive end, and then they're going to tank well after they've gotten multiple supers off like that. So 3.2 mil, not too bad. You got to take into consideration the damage reduction, but then you are also getting the type advantage, so you're pretty good. So that's the heartbreaking one. That's really annoying to have that. Yeah, that's painful. That's why we've got to use our active skill now. That type disadvantage certainly sucks. Zamasu, even with his damage reduction, would have got blasted. So it's easier just to pop the active skill now. We don't necessarily need to be saving it. So yeah, and we'll just move on. We've got that type advantage, and there is no attacks there before he's getting his super off. So we're absolutely fine with Goku and Vegeta taking the hit from this Vegeta. Remembering they've got their damage reduction and their raising defense on both their 12 key and their 18 key. So as long as you can get them their super off beforehand, they're going to tank really well for you. Again, this guy, the blue fusions, I feel like I say it every time I use them, but it is something that we always must keep in mind, and it's that they also need to get off their supers before they're getting hit, because otherwise they can take a lot of damage. So there we go. Finally got our Goku and Vegeta back on rotation. We get that fusion back to full health, which we are going to take the type disadvantaged hit there. Could have put the Tech Blue Fusions Vegito in that first slot, but as you just saw, the counters from this guy. We need the crits on these counters because that's where we're going to get the big damage. But these Vegito units with their counters are just crazy. They you just add that on to their supers that they do for you, as you just saw, and their damage just, I guess it's hard to keep track of because they can cause so much more damage on top of their attacks that you're already looking at. So whenever you've got a counter unit in, you're in good hands. So I guess we'll do that, and we'll sort of bank on getting multiple supers off with the we'll bank on getting multiple supers off with the Fizz Vegito Blue. Otherwise, with type disadvantage, he can take quite a lot of damage. So you would have seen we got 24 key to the Blue Fusion Tech Vegito, so that's always an added bonus. He's stacking his attack each time, so as per every long event, these Blue Fusions have got crazy attack stats. If you're able to save up their active skills, you're just giving yourself such a good chance to wipe through the hardest or the last or hardest stage of the event. Unfortunately, we only got the one super off here, so our defense isn't crazy high. Still, to tank for 3k, we're certainly not concerned about that, and we're very close to getting off our Dokkan attack, so we're certainly not going to be worried about our health bar anytime soon. Oh, there. Speaking of, there is the Dokkan attack. I guess we'll just go like that. We're going to finish him this rotation anyway, so it doesn't really matter what else we do here. But we'll make sure that we nail this 6 key overlays. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and easy. Nice and slow one. So I can't remember exactly how many stages there are in this Infinite Dragon Ball History mission. I don't remember it being overly hard. I haven't completed it since the first day that it did come out because I'm like that. I just like to get the missions done and dusted, get those rewards in my pocket. We'll go at that. We'll take the two additional, not additional, sorry, the two counters, and then we'll just let the Vegito Blue take predominant most of the hits, especially because, as I've mentioned before, he's getting off his super beforehand there, so multiple supers is really good here. So that means our attack and defense got greatly raised twice. You can see those, that's annoying because we like to get off the counter. But anyway, I expect Vegito Blue to wipe through the, look at that. Next attack, that'll be done and dusted. We'll move on to the next stage. But it's sort of annoying running so many Vegito units. That is, I guess, the same with Fusion and Gogeta. It just feels like you're constantly mentioning the same unit over and over and over again, getting muddled up between names. So I do apologise about that, but it's hard to go past using the units. They're really key to winning these events a lot easier. And we'll go like that. So I could have certainly put the Int Vegito in that first slot to get off multiple counters, but it's just easier with that type advantage to let the Tech Blue Fusion not only take the hits, but then he's also was able to get a lot of tech orbs there, so our key was high and he's getting off his multiple supers. So just by having him, I'd certainly recommend having two Blue Fusions in your Potara teams. They give you so much versatility offensively, and then on the defensive end they're amazing after they've got off their super attacks. So that's why I always go with one of the third year units as my my lead, and then I find a rainbow, either Gogeta or Vegito as the friend support. So there we go, done and dusted again, and we move on to Blue Fusion Vegito. So let's see what is he doing anything particular to us here? Can't see anyone being sealed or anything like that. So we'll go that just to get a lot of orbs to the Fizz Goku Black, because we want him to just boost his defense, and his attack's not really relevant to us. He's sort of just in here as a filler. There's a number of other Potara units I could have brought. I just thought something different. I don't use him a crazy lot like I do these other Blue Fusions and Strong Goku and Vegeta. So it is nice to get other units into the team that don't get as much of showtime. So, and his EZA is really solid. If you're running him in extreme teams, you're going to be giving Elf good support. He gets that +3 key, so awesome when you're running him alongside like a la Rose. That was annoying. Only the one super, but anyway, there was only one attack on us, so it's not the worst thing to happen. Remembering in, say, SBR, this guy's going to be lowering the attack and defense. Wow. Well, we're going to be low. Very low. Sad to do this because I would like to give those tech orbs to the Blue Fusion, no, the Tech Vegito. Maybe we'll just pop a little item just to play it safe. There's no point going this far and then throwing it away at the end just to try no item running it, because realistically I can make better teams than what I've brought in today. This was just one option. If I wanted to no item it, I could bring something else, and this is really just a showcase to you guys how you are able to beat this mission, both the missions here with the one team. and you're not going to, when you're just going for those rewards, you're not going to be too worried about no item at your first run through. So let's just see that, in all honesty, would have survived. We had that super attack on Int Vegito, so we would have been fine there. Let's see what typing. Might go like that into that, and then that way we get that. We get off the big 18 key with that type advantage. Oh, that's probably your worst case scenario to get supered in. 270, because I haven't gotten off the super attack. As I've mentioned many times before, probably sound like a broken record. You're probably all sick to death of listening to me go on about it, but yeah, really need to get off those supers before this guy gets hit. But what he does do is provide a bucket load of offense for us. So a nice number of attacks in that middle slot on this Gogeta, so hopefully we can get off it. There we go, at least 2. And we'll keep our fingers crossed for the third, not quite. But, so what do we got? 480 on a normal, and let's see if we can get a crit in there. So 480 still, come on, crit, so we can, no, doesn't want to do it. Would have been nice to compare. I see a lot of people asking what equips they should use on units. For any unit that counters like that Fizz Vegito Blue, you want to go full crit. Probably the only exception would be these guys, just because they raise their attack and defense. You do want to get off multiple supers for them. So let's see, we got that, and then we'll just collect same type spheres there, because we're going to get the finish with Vegito Blue in that first slot. Excuse the motorbike riding past. And we'll move on to the next stage. Yep, finish. Oh, done and dusted. So there you go, guys. Pretty easy run of this Dragon Ball History event. Didn't take much. We sort of just used the one item just for safety. So 16 minutes, not a bad time. Certainly reckon you could pump it out a bit quicker. But hopefully you guys find the video useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. And hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.